Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Now let's see here. Before taking regular check-ins, are there any QRP or mobile stations wishing to check in to the Monday night Eagle AM net? If so, please call WE4AM. Okay, hearing nothing. Okay, I've got a list here. Let me just, I'm sure everybody knows who they are, but right now is Richard FUU, Manual TV, Sam TXQ, Rob AM, JCP Joe in Florida, I Diddle Roy, CDJ Jones, OLJ Virgil, and HFG Don. That's the prefixes. That's what I have on the list. Okay, you don't need to check in, but we'll now take stations with the prefixes. We'll start with W's, K's, November, and then alphas in that order. That's why I got it on my sheet here, so we'll stick with that. So if you're not on the list and you have a whiskey prefix and you'd like to get on the Monday Night Eagle AM net for conversation or a listing, any listings or items needing when it comes your turn, tell us what you got. All right, any whiskeys out there, please come now. WE4AM.
WB4KKJ, Whiskey Bravo 4 Kilo Juliet.
Okay, I got you good. This late time's helping out. Hello, WB4KKJ, good to hear you. Any more whiskey? Okay. All right, good to hear you this evening. How about some kilos? Let me get my pencil ready here. Any kilos out there that's not already on the Eagle AM net roster and would like to get on there, please come now, kilos. E4AM. Okay. How about November? If you have any November calls, please come now. WE4AM. Okay, hearing nothing. How about Alpha? Do we have any Alpha calls? Please come at this time. WE4AM. Okay, any calls of any kind? If you'd like to get on here, please come now. Alrighty, well, we got a good list here. That's about average we've been having on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights. So we'll get this thing started. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know we sure did, and I'll tell you, Saturday was a great day here in West Georgia. Temperatures only got like it was 80 when we went out for a motorcycle ride. The wife, she had that cage put in her back. And this is her first time out. She really had a great time. It was about by the time we got back, it was like 82, 84, and it was beautiful. It's been being in the middle 90s, which has been just really brutal. So we had a great time. Hope everybody else did too this weekend. All righty, let's start here on top of the list. Hope you can hear me down there. Richard, WA4FUU. Richard helps with doing the nets. Tuesday night nets, and Richard, we appreciate all that you do, and it's over to you for your comments. WE4AM. problem at all. Appreciate you coming in here and appreciate all what you do for the Nets. I'm going to try my best. I even, Larry and Andy and Sam, Andy and Sam and even Dr. Ron, I've known those guys since I've been a ham, which I was a young man in my 30s, and now that's 30 years later, they've helped me tremendously, and I just feel like I don't want to say it's a feel like it's a part I need to do. It ain't I need to do it, I want to do it, and to help keep this AM stuff going. I really enjoy it, as y'all tell. I do get long-winded, I can't help it, but I enjoy this stuff, and that's what AM was around for. That's the side bender guys. As long as my guys say, you're making an AM transmission, and I'll just grin. But anyway, Richard, thank you for what you do, and again, to make sure that's clear, the Thursday night, Thursday night start at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. I say the Tuesday night will be 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, and there'll be a pre-net 30 minutes prior to that to everybody on the right page. The Monday night net is actually moved it back an hour from the other two nets, just to give the guys in Florida that don't hardly have a chance to kick in the net on the other two. It's just a courtesy, and that's all. And I think we're all on the same page now. And anyway, thank you, Richard. All right. Next on the list, we're going to sit it down there to the tallest mountain in Florida. WE4 TV. This is WE4AM. Go ahead, Daniel. What you got for the Eagle net?
WE4AM, KW4 TV. Well, good evening. Thank you for doing the net, being the net controller. Let me turn this other one down over here. And Richard, you sounded great up this way. You got everything tuned up just right. Good to hear from you and Roy and everybody on here. It's always a pleasure for me to be on AM with everybody. I do enjoy the AM band, and just great to have all my friends coming in here. Even over in Mississippi tonight, he was sounding good. So far, I've got a good copy on everybody. I hope Jimmy will even make it in here. Who knows? Well, anyway, Kevin, stay safe, my friend. Don't hurt anything else there. Get well and keep that dirty side down and the shiny side up on that motorcycle, and you'll be okay, buddy. So with that, we're going to turn it back to you, and again, thank you for doing the net and what you do for AM radio. This is KW4 TV.
Okay, well, Manuel, I appreciate it, Manuel. Well, and I hope Roy's listening down there. I know what the problem is. I needed to put a dirty sock on that steering wheel. Oh, Lord, the times we've had about the old dirty sock on the microphones. Anyway, all right, Manuel, good to hear you, and thanks for helping call the nets here, and then on Thursday night as well, and being a big part of this, and it's everybody that makes this stuff up, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, even Sunday, whatever. We're just like a little family, and everybody seems to get along, the most part anyway. And that's what it's all about, having a good time. All righty, well, let me send this over to my co-partner on the Tuesday night, doing a pre-net form, and I don't mind, and I look forward to it each and every week. Sam in Alabama, 4TXQ. Don't forget to mash the throttle on those 813s. Over to you, Sam, WE4AM.
All right, WE4AM. And this is KW4TXQ. Play voltage on. Makes a big difference, I'll tell you right now. But I love my E13s, and I'm clone. The clone was I was using sort of a junk. Brought me one that used to be Lou Duncan's, and boy, it's a nice one, and I use that straight out of my 7300 when I'm running barefoot. It does the trick, and of course I got these homebrew coils that I use in Little Hall, and it's, I don't even have to use a tuner. I just run it straight into it. That's the thing for it. Well, anyway, get the time nailed down, you know, because no matter how much we fudge around with it and everything, the confusion of the time is going to cause us more havoc than anything, I'm convinced. But that's just my 2 cents worth. But anyway, back to you, Kevin. Look forward to tomorrow night. This is KF4TXQ and the Eagle Net.
Oh, yeah, you sounded good, Sam. Yeah, I think we got it down now, and I think a lot of them got it down to 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. I'm the notice, and they can all write it down there, and I think we got it. Like I said, again, it's just for the guys down there in the south. We do the guys Tuesday and Thursday, I guess. And the guys down south said they needed a little break, and that's the only reason. It's just on courtesy. So, as a further notice, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, and it will change here in a month or so whenever the propagation change and the sun starts down, which it ain't going to be much longer. So, you know, summer fades away. Of course, I'm ready for it. Anyway, with no further ado, let me see. I'm going to send this to Rob up in Dawson now, and then we'll see what Roy's doing and Joe after that. Up there in the metropolis. What you got for the net, Rob? You sounding good. WE4AM.
All right, fine business, Kevin. WE4AM in the group. This is AB4AM. Rob up here in the big metropolis, Dawsonville, Georgia. Just been working a little bit around the shack, trying to keep all the gremlins out. That's kind of a full-time job here, playing with this open wire. Like I say, I've been going to the University of Open Wire, and it's been learning. I thought I had it all figured out. By the time I do, it always shows me something little that I forgot. But anyway, we're getting it there. But starting a new job, the movie business kind of dried up with the actors going on strike. So we're going to start off with a new plastic company here and start blowing things up. So if y'all thought it was, you know, I was a bad influence before, just wait till now. I'll start blowing some stuff up. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a little different job. And maybe we won't get too much trouble with it. But, you know, they were asking me if I had any experience, you know, in that blowing things up. And I told them I wasn't going to confirm nor deny. So there's way too many mailboxes I might have to go back and replace. But anyhow, another story for another day. But it's good to be in here. I hope everybody's hearing me good. I hadn't set off the fire alarm, which is always good, and everything seems to be pointing in the right direction, so maybe we're getting it figured out. Working with a 20V2 and listening to all the great signals on the 75A4, so I'll throw it back over there to you, Mr. Kevin. I hate that you stumbling around a phone, but yeah, they say that's the circle of life. We start out crawling and falling, busting our butt, and then as we get older, we start stumbling around, falling and busting our butt, so I guess it's just coming full circle. So, anyway, back over to you there, my friend. WE4AM, thank you from AB4AM.
All right, Rob. Well, I'll tell you what, you sounding good on that 20V. I guarantee you, it's doing its hickey, as they say. And, yeah, my movie business, I almost went in that. You know, I retired from the Teamsters from, actually started out Consolidated CF, ended up with Roadway and then Yellow YRC, and I had a union steward for 13 years, but I retired, and I had a chance to do the movies, but I also had a chance to take my retirement then or wait another 10 years and possibly not be as much. So I took the early retirement, took my money and run. Drawing it now for about 8 years. Is that right? Whatever, 2016 to now, 7, 8 years, somewhere along there. I can't count neither. Anyway, I hope you're doing good up there and you sounded good, and I know what you mean about the mailboxes, and don't forget about the toilets too. People would flush them things and blow toilets up too. Them old M80s they had back in the day, and I remember, I think my uncle, if I ain't remember right, he used to go up out to the lake over and throw them in the water, and that and TV things and or telephones, and they'd shock them fish up. And as long as the game warden didn't catch them. Anyway, thank you, Rob, for checking in. Let me send this down there to W4 Diddle Roy, and then we'll pick up Joe's coffee pot. Roy, what you got for the net? WE4AM. I hope you can hear me.
Well, I'm
signals. And I'm not gonna call names. I'm just telling you that's the kind of condition on right tonight. And Kenny, thank you so much for moving the time up like it was by. It really helped me. And so much for that. As Miss Minnie Pearl used to say on the lottery, howdy, I'm just so proud to be here. And I really am this morning. It's good to be alive and enjoying ham radio with my friends. And I say my friends because that's exactly what I mean. All these guys are my friends. So there you go. Well, let's see. I'm running this Uncle May this evening, a BMW 5100. A new model. It's beautiful. So come on over here at my house and let me show you a pretty transmitter. And it's a 600 receiver and a BMW amplifier. So there you go. Just not got anything for the net, but just proud to be here. Sounding good, Kevin. Doing a real good job with the net. I appreciate you, buddy. Let me say this in closing. I hope everybody out there in Radio Land feels as good as I lost. And everybody have a great week. Be careful. And we'll sign with you, Kevin, and turn it back to you. W4I did a Pensacola.
Well, all right, Roy. We appreciate you being here each and every week, too. And yes, sir, you're my friend, as many on here are. And we always look forward to you saying, and you almost forgot it. I was going to say, hey, you ain't done just yet, but you caught yourself. I love it, and I know everybody else does. I know we look forward to the comments and Sam's mystic statements, just the little things like that. Just make it fun. This is fun. This is a hobby. Anyway, all right, Roy, we'll talk to you later, maybe tomorrow night if you can hear them, and we'll move on down to Joe. K4JCP, and then we'll pick up, let's see, I don't know if Dan will be off, but we'll try him out in Indiana after Joe. K4JCP, Joe, are you on Frankenstein? What are you on this evening? This is WE4AM and the Monday Night Eagle AM Net. Go ahead, Joe.
About half. Sound as good as he does. Something like that. We are everybody's down the line. Most everybody here. Seems to be working out. Yes.
All right, Joe. Well, I tell you, you hit something over, and man is doing better. You're on 10 percent. I've seen a couple of things over Peaks, and old Frankenstein's doing you a good job. And WE4AM, and Roy, you did leave one out. I'll go ahead and say it for you, though. He says, Roy said WE4AM stands for Wonderful Evening for AM. That was Roy come up with that, and Joe come up with WE4AM back when we got this thing started, Larry, way back. And I appreciate the fanatics on there. All righty, let me see if Dan is still hung around in there. Listen to my English. If Dan's still in there, if not, we'll pick up Roy up Sweetwater. W4CDJ. Dan, are you still in there? Come on in here with that Ranger if you are. WE4AM. Okay, he said he's going to leave, but I didn't want to pass catch him and him happen to be there and get upset. We try to give everybody their airspace and their time and their sayings and what have you, and that's what I'm all about. But I did have an asterisk by there. Okay, Roy, and then we'll pick up Don after that in Tick Ridge. Any tractor shows going on or Cushman Eagle things going on, or is it too hot up on Sweetwater? W4OLJ, this is WE4AM. Oh, Virgil, I'm sorry. He may have said his and left too. W4OLJ, are you there? Virgil, it's his turn. Well, he made one earlier. He may have had the RUNNOFT, as Sam would say. I can't remember if he said so or not. I didn't write nothing by his name, but anyway, he may have stepped out. Virgil does that time. I'll try to, let me put a mark. I'll make calls here after the next two and take some check-ins just to see. Something may have come up. All right, next on the list, we've got Don out there in Tick Ridge, and then we'll pick up KKJ after Don. Anyway, Don, K5HFG, what's the temperature like over there in Tick Ridge, Mississippi? I know it's hot. This is WE4AM.
Okay. WE4AM K5HFG. 88 degrees right now. It sure is different than it was yesterday. Yesterday at this time it was about 80 degrees, and it went down pretty quick. But it was hot today. It's going to cool off. We're getting close to fall, so I can't wait for the end of August. Then things are really turning up. Everybody's sounding good. It's amazing what an hour's difference an hour later makes. But everybody just sounded good. Rob, you were 20 over. Sounded real good. That machine's working fine. Everybody's sounding good tonight because I can hear it. But anyway, that's about it. Sitting around here waiting for the next day. It's got all organized deal. 73, everybody. Good to be here, and we'll catch you next week. E4AM K5HFG on Tick Ridge.
Okay, Don. Well, I have to admit, even during last week, every night, and this week, the later time isn't helping the guys in Florida and Mississippi, and you're sounding good. Like I said, when you first come in, I wasn't trying to say I didn't know you. I just couldn't hear you. You were maybe S7 or 9 of noise, and now you're 20 over, so it's definitely helping you guys farther out. And one thing real quick, and I'll pick you up there, KKJ. I had a good friend of mine named RJ. We call it the old man, which RJ, I don't know if he's still alive or not. But anyway, we used to be at the deer camp, and he would say, it's hotter in Alabama because it's closer to the sun. I said, well, what about Florida? He said, that's why Florida's so hot, too, because it's below Alabama. And I said, how does that work? Anyway, he was talking about the rut and all that, and he swore by that. He said that Alabama and Florida was closer to the sun than Georgia, and he meant it. And he'd fight you if you told him different. Now, we always laughed at him, and he was serious. But anyway, thought I'd just throw that in. Okay, WB4, KKJ, it's over to you for your comment. What do you think about that? WE4AM.
I got a DR
Well, I'll announce that. Well, I'm sure they heard you, but I'm sure it looked and worked fine. And you're sounding good into West Georgia, too, by the way, this evening on the Eagle AM net. Anybody out there, I don't know anybody right off. I just sold my Beeline, the whole complete station, transmitter, receiver, power supply, and then the L4B and the whole shebang to a guy in New Jersey, and he didn't even want to ship it. It was so nice and restored. He drove down here and got it. It was a day and a half. But anyway, if anyone's looking for a Drake C-line, Greg has one, and his call is WE4AM Fly, and he said he's good on QRZ. If you're looking for a Drake C-line, he said he's got one he can hook you up with, and he also has the NM2000. I believe that's the tuner. I'm almost positive it is. And he also has a TRC, and he's got the mic. So if anybody's looking for one, give Greg an email. Again, his name is Whiskey Bravo 4, Kilo Juliet, WB4AJ. Did I get that right, Greg? Over. I guess this longer time helps you as well. So, yeah, you're on the Icon Pro 3. I had a Pro 2. My best friend was after me years and years, and he's got it now, and it sounds great. So, yeah, and you sound good as well. All righty. Well, we've reached the end of the list on the Monday Night Eagle AM net. That was a great list, and if anyone would like to get on the end of the list, or well, I should say the end of it, we don't want to pressure anybody. You take as long as you need, but if you'd like to get on the Eagle AM net, and you're not on here and like to make a transmission, well, please come at this time. This is WE4AM.
K04, yes, that's right.
Okay, I heard Billy, K04SSY, and I heard Mr. Jimmy, K4KHV, and there was another one in there. Who was the other station? Might have been Billy saying something about HFKF. Oh, anyway. Hey, Billy, go ahead and make one. How you doing this evening? I'm trying to write. My clumsy self fell in the parking lot at the restaurant down there and skinned my elbow a little bit, so I got a little brace on my arm, but I'm okay. What you got for the net up there in Murphy, North Carolina? K04SSY. I think you're on the Johnson. WE4AM.
WE4AM and the net. Yeah, we're on the Johnson 500. And the wire, Ray 85, receiving on the AM 88. Just the usual stuff here. There's nothing new. Got a bunch of stuff needs to go. Yep, get more willing, nothing being the most fair. Better half will let me. I'm going to try and go to Wayne to go some of this stuff off. We shall see, I reckon. I've been trying to get caught up. Been mowing. I mowed at the office there today, and then 5 o'clock I went down to the river property and done some mowing and cleaning up down there, and then come home and mowed and weed eated. So it's been a day of mowing for me on top of my regular duties. So that's just the way it is. All this rain, man. I'm telling you what the truth is. I can't keep caught up. I mean, it grows faster than I can cut it down, seems like. I can cut it about every week. When you're trying to keep multiple locations, it's a pain in the keister. So, anyways, hadn't been in here long. Everybody's here sounding good. And appreciate you for picking me out. Thank you for all that you do. WE4AM. Take care of yourself. WE4AM. K04SSY.
All right, Billy. Well, you sounding good on the Johnson 500 out of Murphy, North Carolina up there. I was supposed to come up that way, I think in 2 weeks, but I don't know how we bought that new motorhome, camper, RV, whatever. We were going up past Murphy and thinking about going into Maggie Valley, but I don't know how it's going to work now. We got a few dates set up, but Anyway, glad you're doing good up there. I know about all that land. We had 130 acres down in Noonan, me and the partner, and had cattle, 60 cattle, and when I retired, I sold my part out to him, or he bought me out, and then I paid the houses off. Cattle business was good. Anyway, have a good one up that way, Billy. Let me see what Mr. Jimmy's doing over there with his good signal. K4KHD is over to you for your comments. How you doing this evening? This is WE4AM.
We got two other nails, of course, 7 o'clock, so it's not Joe's little close one in there. So, a little bit. I took into the number. I'd like to make one little announcement there. I looked at this before the Amateur Radio Club. We're having a tailgate September the 2nd. Labor Day. Same day as short. We're in the south and they're in the north. We had about 125, 130 people here last year, so we're looking for a big tailgate down here. Anybody down this way interested in coming? We sure will be glad for you to enjoy a day there. That's not it, Kevin. I said I won't hold it because I know you want to get out there. WE4AM.
Okay, Mr. Jimmy, well, you sounding good. I don't mind. I love this stuff. I know some of the others probably wanting to get out of here and get in bed. Since I retired, 6 or 8 years ago, I can't even remember. I don't know, I'm kind of a night owl now. Got my sleeping all messed up. But anyway, Mr. Jimmy said he had a ham fest going on September the 2nd. And he knew it was, the same weekend as Shelby, but y'all could make it down there. I think he says the CARC. Did I say that right? I may have. I ain't reading. My hand's messed up, and I can't hardly read my writing. Jimmy, where is that ham fest at? I wrote down CARC, but that may not be right. September the 2nd. Okay, well, I did write it down okay. Okay, well, if y'all could make it to that, and that's, instead of the Shelby's about 5 hours from here. It's always been a good one in the past. They got the home camping spots and stuff like that. They're about pricing themselves out of a ham fest. Well, that's just my opinion, but it used to be like a miniature Dayton or an Orlando, but any-o-who. All right, well, we've reached the bottom of the list. Let's close it out. Let me just ask if I have missed anyone, or if anyone would like to get into the list, please come at this time. This is the Alpha and Omega call, as Sam will say, and I hope I didn't miss anybody. Please come now, WE4AM. K4HUM. Hey, there we go. Okay, K4. I know you were in here earlier, but I know you got those other nets to go to. Lenny, what's going on down there in Barnesville, Georgia? What you got for the nets? You got a big signal this evening. K4HUM, WE4AM.
Hey, Roger. I got a hum in my audio running around my shack. I hope it's not going over the air like that. It's a really loud one. My 71st count around the sun. There's Kevin. Should have invited you. I figured you probably wouldn't make the trek. But I did about 20 pounds of brisket and 12 pounds of pulled pork and 10, 15 pounds of chicken leg quarters and green beans and baby red potatoes and a bunch of coleslaw and about 15 cheddar cheese brats for the soldiers to kind of have some fun. It was a really pretty nice afternoon, good breeze, about 83 degrees, and pretty low humidity in the 40s, I think. Anyway, that's what I got going, and had a ball. Got to share everybody and tell a bunch of lies and service. Anyway, looking forward to us still, my friend. Lord willing, the creek's going right, and we'll get there. Back to you. WE4AM. We definitely 4AM. K4HUM.
How's mercy you threw a craving on me with all that food you're talking about?
It turned out to be brisket. It was award-winning, Sam. I can't believe I finally learned how to smoke one up.
I'm here to tell you, Sam, I'm sitting here about to back to Sam who come out good cooking. He about give me goosebumps. Now, me and Sam like to eat. And I'm sure many others do too, but you said eat. I guarantee you, I know Sam's eating first stuff. I know mine did. But, Lenny, you said you got a hum. That's why your call is HUM hum. That's just the way that is. But I can't hear it. But if you're here, I don't know. It may be the headphone loose wire or something. I don't know. But I'm not hearing anything on my end. So, and you got a good signal and all that good food. Good Lord. You know, I'm wounded right now. I ain't a warrior within the military, but I can eat. But now, 71. Well, happy birthday, Lenny. And hope you have many, many more, and appreciate you stopping by. And it sounds like y'all had a great outcome, and I wish I could have been there. But anyway, let me get my paper here. Anyway, I'm glad y'all had a big turnout, it sounds like. Okay, we've reached the end of the roster and the end of the net for the Eagle AM Monday Night Nets, and I'd like to thank everyone for showing up. Let me do the closing here. We've got a net going on tomorrow and Thursday, so join the W4AMI and the W4GCM Club Net held each Tuesday and Thursday. The W4AMI is obviously Tuesday, and the W4GCM Club Net is Thursday evenings, and they start at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, and they'll be right here on 3885 megacycles, as well as the one hell of a ball net, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's presented by the Florida AM group on Sunday mornings. If y'all can be there on Sunday morning at 6 a.m., I'm sure they'd love to have you there. There's a good group, and I've heard them some, but I don't usually get up that early. Anyway, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and everyone who participated tonight, checked in. We appreciate it. And everybody have a great evening. And we'll see y'all tomorrow night on the SAMRC. This is the WE4AM Club Net, now clear, returning the friction back to normal amateur use. Everybody have a great evening, and thanks for checking in. 73s from the City of Gold. This is WA4KM.